Alright, this is Vulturefire. We are on patch 5060. We have new cards, but we also have new bugs, and it is time for a bug abuse run. Specifically, poison is only ticking down by 1 per turn right now, which is pretty good. Delete that deck, I don't need it. So the question is, who do we want to play poison on? It's pretty good on Merle, it's pretty good on Drophus. But I like playing Raodan because we can get the extra mana, which I think is going to be relevant. So Infected Focus is obviously in. Resolute Focus is probably going to be good. I don't think we need a Predict, but it's fine. We could just go with a Focus. So for the rest of the deck, 2x Toxic Cloud, Withering Spray, a card that I think you can only really justify on Raodan, which is why we're on Raodan. Poison Darts, I think, is worse on this patch than it was. There are more enemies that have shield, and also we're probably going to end up running a Sanctuary, which this doesn't go well with. So we'll run 1 Deadly Injection. We obviously need some way to protect ourselves. Heavy Stand does that. And then for the rest of it, let me think. What cards do we want? In Venom, I don't think I like, because we are largely... we could just do a second Withering Spray. That doesn't seem the most unreasonable, but it's also pretty expensive. Let me think. Growth. We could go down the Focus and up to Predicts, because we don't have... normally, Raodan would be getting growth out of popping statuses, but we won't really be doing that. We could probably fit in 1 Ferric Rhyme. That doesn't seem like the worst idea. Or we could fit in like 1 Restorative Shield. I think 1 Restorative Shield seems okay. So, Catalyst, Pernicious Idol. Precarious Draught is very bad right now, for obvious reasons. I could see taking a second Withering Spray eventually, maybe. Twinning Ritual seems very good. Increasing Mana seems good. Spry Vigor seems good. Actually, let's go Mana Eruption. I think we want... Peace of Mind is kind of borderline here. We might be looping up for Descent into Madness to be good. Arcane Silence and Sanctity always. And we have room for 30 more epics, which... trying to think what would kind of be on theme. Not much of that's left is going to be on theme, so it's mostly just what is going to be the most effective at helping us achieve our goals. Peace of Mind seems okay for that. Empower doesn't seem like it does a ton for us, but I wouldn't hate having a charged shield, probably. You could just add another mana card. When in doubt, add more mana. Usually works out. And for everything else, Cultivate, sure. Icy Concentration, sure. This is one of our new mana cards. It is gain 2 mana, gain 3 more mana if an enemy has 5 or more burn ranks, which is neat. But we are not on a burn deck, so that doesn't do anything for us. Predator's Focus seems fine. Secret Cache seems fine. This is another one of our new mana, or this is now a mana card. It was something completely different. Apply 4 shock to any enemy, then if it's shocked, you gain 30 mana. That's interesting, but I don't think we want it. Weary Concentration seems okay. How much mana does that get us at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's probably good. Actually, you can probably afford to cut one of them. I want to try Weary Concentration, so we're not going to cut it. Icy Concentration would basically only be there for the fact that it's 3 mana with no downside. But anyway, so going back to these cards, let's see what else we can add. I don't think we want that. That doesn't do anything for us. We've already added all the poison cards. So, add those two. We also probably want... We don't care about what, speaking of, let's go ahead and do that. I'm thinking about it. Go ahead and do that. That one. Always like Adaptative Spell. It's just a very flexible card. I think we want, in addition to that, we probably want Draw. And I think that means Overthink, Brainstorm, Contemplate. These are all good cards. Can we hit Height of Knowledge? We don't have Wits Generation, or we could. Trial by Fire is good. That all seems good. Actually, maybe decide if we want Arcane Visions. Maybe not, but Arcane Nova seems fine. Just a way to pop some stuff. I don't think we really want Surprise Attack or Warcry here because we are largely doing our damage through poison. There's going to be Poison Control. Alright, so here's our market. We get an extra reroll. We are getting extra items from that. We have the max shield and the recoverable health. All of that is good stuff. Let's see how this goes. Let's do Starting Cuff. Always good. And we're obviously going to go through there. I don't know that we actually want either of these. Although this is obviously a whole lot better when poison doesn't decay that quickly. Should have seen if there were any Munchrooms, although the Munchroom fight is also difficult for us. I should have done that first. I suppose it doesn't matter what order I do that in. But yeah, you can see that we go from 6 to 5. Because things are working exactly the way they are supposed to. Take some damage. They do, not us. Why would we take damage? End our turn. Bonk bonk. Death. Easy. I think we do want to take Cleansing Shield. Having access to Cleanse is going to be very important if we end up fighting, like when we end up fighting this dork. That poison fight is going to be difficult for us to deal with, potentially. And likewise, like having Cleanse to deal with incoming poison is important. So, bonk, bonk, bonk. It doesn't actually matter when we play that, because... oh, Cleanse is also now 30% just rounded normally instead of percent rounded up. Let's go ahead and get that kill. This one will survive, but I think that killing the Munchroom is most important. And if we find the Withering Spray, we still get the kill anyway. Bye. And Toxic Spore seems good. I don't know that we're going to be looping our deck that much, but it still seems fun. As on theme as this is, we aren't actually going to be playing any strikes most likely. This seems potentially good. This is a unfortunate opening hand. We will need the shield, so we'll go ahead and get it. And let's go ahead and put more poison on you. Because this front one is not going to be hit by the Withering Spray because of the evasion. Alright, back one is dead. Let's go ahead and get shield. Not that it matters a ton, we win. I would take another Toxic Cloud, I think. Is that better than the Pernicious Idol? Yes, because we don't have any discard. I don't know why I put this in the pool. We don't have ways to use it. And... Whoop. Let's go. I think we just get lots of poison set up. Alright, let me think. I think we do want, we can just go ahead and play everything, which is probably not the best thing to do, but we're going to do it anyway. So ideally here, we would want to have seen, we want to see withering spray this turn so that we can avoid, so we can avoid getting hit by the trip all the burn, which we did, fortunately. I think we are going to need a second cleansing shield going into, especially if we're going to fight Munchroom at the end as well, because this is the fight we're scared of. And Vessel of Blight is the other fight we're scared of because it can also do poison. So yeah, I think we need the second cleansing shield. That's pretty questionable. This is also pretty questionable. That's also pretty questionable, but the others do basically nothing, so. Go ahead and put Frail on. No reason not to. Alright. Let's just do damage. Alright. We can go... I do want to get the restorative shield out, but I think it's more important to just cleanse off some of that poison, because otherwise we just die. And dying is bad. So. Alright, this is 35. It'll go up to more, but it won't be lethal. So I think we're going to withstand into that. Take some damage, get the kill. Okay. The question is, I think we do want Draw Toxin. I think that is pretty good for us. I think we want I think that seems okay. I think we are upgrading the Toxic Spores so it becomes more valuable. What does this become? 8 draw 5. It's kind of tempting. Becomes 310. I think we upgrade the Toxic Spores. I think we make out the Restorative Shield. I don't think we necessarily need it since we have a little bit of healing from the other thing that we picked up. The Vindictive Aura. Alright. And yeah, so this is kind of why upgrading the Draw Toxin would have been bad, is because like now we need exactly 6. Let's put lots of poison on you because we took some poison off. Let's Frail you. And bonk, 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 bonk. Doesn't quite get us the kill, but it gets us pretty close. Now we just need to pass turn, basically. We can see what we can find. Nope. Bye. Alright. I don't hate having the Arcane Nova. I also don't hate having to Cultivate. It's kind of a tough choice. So Arcane Nova is actually very comparable to Cultivate in terms of how much growth it gives us. I think that it's useful in enough cases that I want it. Alright, so we can't do both, but I don't think it's worth Withering Spraying against this. Alright, so we are going to be dealing with incoming bleed, which is annoying, but get that shield out. Don't have to hold out for very long though when bonk, bonk. Alright, that's lethal. I think we just eat the tiny amount of incoming. Yeah, just one. That's fine. And both of these are very tempting. I think we just take the mana because we haven't really taken any mana yet. I don't think we necessarily need 3 Toxic Clouds. Alright. I think we want to play that. Just to get it out. Just to get the count up started on it. Alright, we are going to, yeah, get pop and pop. So fortunately, we are only taking one hit from this up front, and it dies, and then we don't take any damage. And I think Cultivate here. It's possible we should have just rerolled to try and pick up Shocking Grasp there. I think Arcane Leak when we have two Cursed Shields makes a lot of sense. I don't think I have any cuts right now that I want to make, which could be wrong. I am usually nowhere near aggressive enough on cuts, but it is what it is. I'm too lazy to change now. This is a pretty unfortunate hand. Oh no, because we can do this. That's how we got it. That's still an unfortunate hand. Because yeah, we just can't. May as well play it because it gives us the 2 in Venom, or the 1 in Venom even if it doesn't do anything. Should have played the... Nah, because it's not worth it, 6 mana. Alright. Let's see, did that ever get changed to... No, because it's still the shield and the cleanse. Alright. Yeah, now we get a taste of our own medicine. We are now at 19 poison. And counting. We're definitely going to try and do that to try and see what we can find. Let's go ahead and put the Frail there because that one's going to heal. Right, take some damage. And unfortunately, heals come out. It's interesting. These healed for 16. This one healed for 10. But the Frail means that it shouldn't have healed for 10. It should have healed for... should have healed for 8. Unless it heals itself for more than it heals its allies. Or, which it could have. That may be it. We'll just assume that that's it and it's not a bug. Alright, we are going to steal poison from you because the other ones were dying. And cleanse again. Oh, the other ones are now not dying, so I wasn't accounting for lifesteal, because I'm doomed. We should still have lethal across the board this turn. Just have to account for the fact that we are taking damage. Or we don't have to account for taking damage. It's fine. Depraved Designs is very good. It does cost us some health, potentially, which is annoying, but it's also a lot of value. Or we could take the Arcane Silence, which would let us cut the Arcane Nova. I don't hate that. This doesn't do a ton for us. I think that's a little bit better. I think we upgrade... Withering Spray just gets cheaper, that's right. It goes to 310, which isn't bad. This just gets us 5 mana. This gets us a lot of mana, potentially. This gets us 4 growth, which is nice. I think we upgrade this and then cut the Arcane Nova. And now, let's think. We do have these two. I think this is the one we would want more. But I don't really want to fight either of these with poison being bugged, because it is a very double-edged sword. That is very good, though. Yeah, I just don't know that I want to risk these fights. Well, we're going to start here. We do have several ways to cleanse, so we may change our mind. do that. Just draw some cards. All right. Poison being fixed does end up working in our favor. Yeah, let's get more shield. Well, I suppose we didn't really need it. Then we can afford to do that. Yep. I think we just do that because we're going to Withering Spray to ensure the kill on the back one. You die, and now all we have to do is end turn, and you die. I just think we haven't found Catalyst or Poison to touch yet. I should probably reroll for Catalyst at the next next time I get a trounce. As far as I know, by the way, this bug does only affect poison. It doesn't affect bleed, or I mean, it obviously does affect bleed because we've been using this. I don't think I need to use that now. We do this though because we have. Doop. Spend all of our poison to just draw. All right, poison. And now I do want to do that. Pump. Okay. We are unfortunately now going to be bleeding, but we could potentially draw our Arcane Silence. There we go, which is going to clean off the bleed. And it's going to clean off our enemy's critical. That's 25. We can do better than 25. 35. Yes, we have enough mana to play everything. Do we? No, we don't. So this still gets us the full lethal this turn. Alright, Sanctuary, who's our boss? But we have 2 Cleansing Shields and we have an Arcane Silence, so I don't know that we need it. This is not the worst thing. I don't mind spending, I think, one, but I would just be rerolling trying to get Poison to touch specifically. I think Cold Fate's fine. Both of these are pretty easy fights, I think. I don't think we care about any of these cards, but the Hunting Trance seems okay. Because if we end up fighting Bea later, Hunting Trance could be very good. Right, let's do this, and then I do want to do that. Okay. There we go. Found the cleanse. I would have liked to have gotten out. See, because that. Okay, so that doesn't even try and hit the others. I wasn't sure. Okay, so. See what we draw. Cool. And it's just fighting that. This is going to make them do less damage. It's going to take away one of their stacks of Pack Tactics. Weak is also going to massively reduce their damage. And now we're good. Withering Spray kills the front one. And we may as well get the shield. Bye. Let's go. That's not quite going to clean off that. Whatchamacallit? Get even more poison, which gets us this kill. I think I do just want draw. Question to which draw? I think Brainstorm. I think Evade chance plus 10% seems good. The question is, of these, what? I think those two are both good. Would I rather just go after... The Gathering Bolt's actually not that good. I think Mystic Ritual I would take, but I think this is a worthwhile fight. Let's go ahead and... Let's actually do this one instead. And kill the one that's setting up extra evasion. See what we can find. Able to avoid getting arcaned because of that. Alright, they're both poisoned, so we may as well use that. Do that first, see what we can draw. Alright, I was kind of hoping to find any of our AoE poison to kill the Drake, but it's fine. We can cleanse off the arcane leak and also get the kill, which is multitasking. Let's try Weary Concentration. We'll see how it goes. So Weary Concentration ups our fatigue, which means that if we play it and then we draw cards, we are sad. But if we don't draw cards afterwards, we're fine. Draw. Alright, and we don't need to play that though. I do want to get Frail set up on you, because you are going to try and heal and shield pretty soon. But yeah, like here, this is just mana with no downside. Oh, I should have done, it's fine. I don't know why I played that Cleansing Shield, I didn't need to. Alright, I think we can see what else we can draw. Keep drawing. Keep drawing. Alright, I don't think we aren't drawing any more cards, which means I don't think I'm playing that. I think we just do this and a little bit of shield in turn. I did really want to try out like the poison to touch nonsense, but it was not to be. We are also going to end up taking damage here, which is unfortunate. But it's not quite enough damage to drop us below recoverable, which is nice. So you can drop. Does this kill? No, but it gets close. And then I think this kills. Bite. Okay. Yeah, we're going to reroll and try and get Catalyst. Thank you. I would have also taken a Pulverize, but Catalyst is just so good. Permanent Plated is probably a little bit better than that. I don't think we need to upgrade the Catalyst. I think we are upgrading either card draw or just like, I don't hate upgrading just like a Toxic Cloud here. I'm too lazy to cut anything, so we are moving on. So yeah, we could go through here. I don't think either of those are that valuable. I think the events in this area are pretty good. Although, neither of those are particularly valuable events. I think this is a little bit more valuable than that. Although, the way fights have been going, we won't need it, but we'll see. I think you're the least important one to kill, actually. Let's do this. And pop. And pop. And let's further poison you, because I just want you to die immediately. And I may as well play that. Oh, that's nice. That'll do some damage. So he has some heals. So yeah, the Silga is functionally dead. Just doesn't know it yet. And we play that. And let's double the poison on you. Bite. Alright, only 2 left, and they can't spawn more. I think we can afford to eat some poison off of you. Okay, we didn't have enough for that, but it's fine. And I think we may as well get more shield, because we were going to lose it to whatever anyway. So, actually, it was absolutely worse to do that than to just let Aura Protection do its thing. Minor details. Playing that gets us the kill this turn. We are unfortunately taking damage. Or not. Taking a small amount of damage. Hunting Trance is fine. We're still against that one. Let's reroll. One more reroll. No luck. Okay. We'll just take an adaptative spell. Alright, let's go. Set up a bunch of weak. And have lots of mana for next turn. Good evasion luck. And we have functionally popped the Doom now on this enemy, which is good. Double that poison. I would love to play that, but I can't quite. But we might get mana here. There we go. Worth it. We could draw even more cards. Let's cleanse off. And finish cleansing. And that's a pretty nice amount of poison we've got there. Alright, let's brainstorm to hope we find... So we can find a catalyst, but it's fine. Bonk. $78. Right. Let's see, this will pop Doom. Bonk, bonk. 186. Seems okay. And Withering Spray is lethal. If we draw it. We did not. But we might. We did. We just have to find mana for it. We just have to find mana for it. So close. Alright, well, that's fine. Victory. More Catalyst. Reroll for a Catalyst. We'll take a Shadow Breath. That doesn't do a ton for us. This seems a little bit better than that. I will upgrade the Shadow Breath because it's just a very good upgrade. Even though it's not really on theme. I don't think the Deadly Injection is actually that good at this point. So, alright, we want to fight these, but we also want to fight these. Because we would love to get either of the... No, we want Spectral Infection specifically. I think the other one is not great. So if we go this route, though, we get a couple shots at it. And yeah, I think we do that because then that also lets us potentially pick up a clear focus first. So the question is, what route do we take to get there? And I think going from here into here makes some sense. I don't know that I want to deal with this fight, and I don't think I care about either of those. And this gives us another chance at Hunter's Focus, which is just, Hunter's Focus is just a great card. Let's see, we can draw cards. Let's hope we find stuff that's worthwhile. There is mana left in the deck. It's not a ton of mana. So the question is, what do we play? I think it's just that. It's probably not the best, but probably the best play was to not even play that in dinner. Let's see what we get out of that. Alright, I think we just get mana out of this. And take some poison off of you. And put more poison out. Alright, so we are now slightly cursed. But being slightly cursed seems a lot better than being extremely poisoned, which is what our unfortunate enemies are. Bite. Poison touch, come on. No luck. Trial by fire seems fine. Because it's just more card draw. Sure, I guess. That into cleanse, and let's just double the poison on you. Lots of AoE. Pop and pop and pop. Unfortunately, they all have evasion up. This one doesn't directly have evasion up, but it does have that other thing. Let's see the drop. It does have hidden, which allowed it to evade. But they can't evade the poison or the curse. Bite. Alright. Is that now lethal on both of them? Yes. But it could be more lethal. And we took a little bit of damage, and we healed it back immediately. Hooray. Dead of Night seems okay. I think our only damaging card is that one thing. As usual, my brain is just deciding to say nonsense. Our only card is Withering Spray. So, oh, we are now vulnerable. Unfortunate. They are weak at least. I think we are done for the turn. Unfortunately, Weary Concentration does not trigger Opportunist. Alright, so now we can become hidden. And I think we just shield and end turn. Also, I didn't even notice initially that Dead of Night is now only 2 mana. Which it got buffed because, that got buffed because other things. Because it only gives out 1 curse now. Oh, wait. I honestly think that makes it stronger overall. I think the 2 curse is a relatively weak part of it. Let's double... Your poison. I think I just want you dead. So, yeah, I was about to say Arcane Silence is pretty great because it kills this front one. And then we can get 10 poison out on all of them. And even more poison out. So, goodbye. Should have taken the can evade statuses thing, although I suppose it only matters in like this fight specifically. And it's about to not matter. Poison touch. Poison touch. Like I would have liked to have had the other thing, but poison touch is just so good right now. So I don't know that we need 2 predicts. I think I'm fine cutting 1 predict. Alright. Let's go blow you guys up. Apply poison. And then cowardice. If I recall correctly, we have like a 10% evade chance naturally. So we can give up our evade to do a very small amount of damage, which doesn't seem worth it. Well, we can draw cards. That's what we want to do this turn. I think we double first. Actually, we can draw cards first. Alright, let's make sure that Poison Touch actually does what we want it to, which should be, yep. It's just going to be basically Catalyst, but better. And wait until we upgrade it. Let's draw some cards. Alright, more poison. Alright, we can cleanse off stuff. Let's Catalyst you. And just end the turn. No point in getting hit by this Opportunist proc if we don't have to. So this one's dead, basically. That one's also dead. And that's kind of annoying. They are obviously very weak. Get a little bit of shield. Alright, so we can take some damage here. We are hidden, so like we had a decent chance of not taking damage there, especially with a 60% evade chance, but you know, it is what it is. Just take more mana, I think. I don't think we want any of that. I don't think there's anything I particularly am feeling like removing right now. The Withering Spray is actually not fantastic because it takes us out of hidden. It's our only way to leave hidden. Yeah, I think I just want the Withering Spray to go away. Rest increase your max mana. Sure. Alright. Friend making time. It doesn't mean that the Vindictive Aura is now basically worthless, but, you know. Small price to pay. I think we cut the Envenom. I think it's just kind of awkward. I keep not wanting to play it. And I don't know that necessarily it's correct to never be playing it, but if I'm not playing it, I'm not playing it, you know? cards. I was really hoping to find any way to get out any poison so that this would do something. That's some pretty rotten luck. I suppose this is what I get. I've cut a few of our poison sources. I don't know. Yeah, we have a relatively small number of poison sources in the deck at this point, so I guess that one's on me. I don't want to risk drawing into Poison Touch when I can't play it. I hadn't realized just sources we had overall. So we have to cleanse off some of that. And we could play this, but I really want to just do this to work on killing you. Now let's just get mana. Cleanse, and then cleanse. And we draw, yep, counter I was hoping to see. Poison. Unfortunately, it looks like we are going to get doomed, which is kind of what I was hoping to avoid, but I don't think it's going to matter a ton. But I think we should have this get easily in hand. Yeah. Try by fire, draw some cards. Alright, and then we're good. Bye. Twinning Ritual no longer does anything for us because we cut the relevant card. Corrupted Font isn't bad. Mana Eruption I think we just take. I should just reroll to try and get another Catalyst. Alright, Vindictive Aura no longer does anything. Absolutely are upgrading this Poison to Touch because it should be obscene. And we are cutting the Draw Toxin because I keep not getting use out of it. And then we are going to risk this Gauntlet. We'll see how this fight goes. We may end up skipping the later ones because we just might end up really, really regretting our decision to try taking on these jerks. Straw. Okay, so yeah, that's what we were looking to do. So this is basically the way that we are planning on not just getting got these fights, is that we are counting on the fact that even though these guys output a lot of poison, we can just do gross things. We're going to double that poison even though it looks like it was going to die, because it is setting up that shield and we wanted to make sure it went away. Alright, we cannot afford to play these, they kill us. I think we pitch those three. So fortunately cleansing does get rid of some of that poison. Seems a little easier on us. That helps a lot. Let's see if we can find... No luck on finding a Poison Touch. But we did get to evade that incoming hit. Alright. Catalyst. Poison Touch. Blaze it. Unfortunately, this means that we won't have anything lined up for this split. And yeah, that we need to loop all the way through our deck in order to... I think we do want to play that now to try and... I don't can afford to play two of them, but I want to play one of them to try and get rid of with like Cleansing Shield. Play that just to increase it. No point in playing either of those, because yeah, this one's going to die into its second form, which will not keep any of those debuffs. Draw cards. take some attacks. But extra turns are not going to be good for our friend over here. Hi. Reroll. Yes. Are you ready for some fair amounts of poison? Or some fair amounts of curse? I am. Okay. So I need more mana. The problem is I want to play both of these, but I also want to play this. But I think we can afford not to have that for the turn. Mana. And then... yeah, that's a reasonable amount of curse, I think. You're going to take some unnecessary damage here, but it was worth it. We really would like to find some more Quins. The question is it worth risking this to try and find more cleanse? I don't think so. We are going to take some damage here. It's fine. Alright. Cleanse off some of that at least. Keep drawing. Unfortunately, that was the kill. I should have played off the cultivate to get... anyway. This is just very risky because we get a bunch of shield, but then we just get a bunch of poison that we can't easily deal with. This seems okay. Alright. Okay, so that is what happens in this fight. I wasn't sure because I thought that might be the case because I'd seen that effect, but the other times I've come into this fight, I've had Turquoise Crystal. Let's draw some cards. I'm going to force play out everything. Double the poison on you. End the turn. Rude. Alright. We can Arcane Silence, which takes out some of that curse. I meant to use that on mana, and I just forgot. Let's pitch. Yeah, I think. Let's see what we can find. This is just going to kill you, which is fine. Alright. Boom. What did I last play? Okay, yeah, so, oops. I need to play this. So I play that. Ooh. I want to play that, but... oh, I can play this. Into that. Into that. And now... we end the turn. This one actually lives for a turn. We might even be able to, we were not able to cure ourselves. It's fine. That's one very dead Shadow Burst. This pulls us out of Hidden, which I don't love. I think we just take mana. I don't know what we would cut, because thinking is hard. Might just be the other Predict. Yeah, the Predict doesn't seem amazing. It's not bad, but yeah. And this fight again. And that is technically mana, which means that we can use that. Let's see what we can find. That's pretty nice. And double your poison. And draw some more. Why not? Kind of exactly what we were hoping to see. We don't get the kill here, but we do get pretty close. Although this upcoming turn is going to be... Okay, well that helps. Right. Yeah, we get to cleanse off enough of that poison, I think. Alright, who do we delete? Let's just delete the back one. I think there's a huge reason to care either way. I don't think it's worth playing that. Alright, and that's lethal. See if I can get another Spectral Infection. No luck on that, and I still don't think I want to risk that. Overthink seems fine though. Let's rest. Removing cards takes effort. We're just going to... Ooh, that seems good. I think that's better than the permanent plated one. Because get such big hits against whoever. Duplicitome. Very happy to see that. Or protection seems underwhelming. Sure, more max mana is good. Still getting that. The sound effect, you may be able to lightly hear the clump, is us getting shielded from Blessed Helm, which is funny. We'll just take more max mana. Alright. So step one is we do have to get through all of that purity. That will do it. Purity gone. And we can draw some more cards, cleanse it all off. We unfortunately can't really afford to do everything I want to do here. Well, we can discard cards and see if we find mana. Right, we will actually be able to play this. That seems okay. Alright, we do want to get mana out. So... we want to play, I think, this, like that, cleanse, mana, more poison. I need to get this out, I think, next time. Oh, no luck on those evades. Okay, so now I think we're going to Duplicitome those two, and that should give us lethal. All right. Anyway. So yeah, like, I know that there are poison runs that I've seen people post screenshots of that like do even more crazy stuff like on the non-bugged version, but that seemed pretty good, I would say. I will see you guys next time. Toodles.